Welcome everybody to our July 18th, our August 8th board meeting. August 8th board meeting. Thank you everybody in attendance and online. We'll start off with introductions.
Good evening, Dr. Leslie Myers-Small, Executive Director.
The Reverend Keith Patterson, Alliance seat.
Rabbi Doris Settle, Vice Chair, and Northwest Council. And Arlene's not here, and I feel obliged. I'm sitting where she used to say thank you so much, sincerely, for those of you who are watching and engaged with the PAB, that you spend your time and attention with this important with us.
Larry Knox, Board Chair and Northeast Council seat.
William Clark, Mayor appointee.
Daniel Cadet Senior, Alliance seat.
Mary E.
Board members Yvonne Wilson and Arlene Brown both Patterson, they won't be able to make it today. We'll start off with the approval of the meeting minutes. They're in front of us, or emailed out. Any additions, subtractions? Yeah. All in favor? Meeting minutes, they will be up online shortly. All of our other meeting minutes. Let's start off with the staff.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Is the volume okay? Okay, great. So I have the following updates for you since the last board meeting on July 18th. I'll start with public affairs. We have completed the first round of interviews for the community engagement specialist positions, and second round interviews are scheduled for next week. This is a full-time position. Under case management, been working very closely with our director, Dolores Page, and we have completed the monthly report for July 2024. And during that time, the Police Accountability Board received 15 complaints. 13 cases were opened, 2 were administratively closed, and then additionally, the board reviewed and decided to close 4 cases. We have a few updates under investigations. Our PAB legal team has been working with field attorneys to update our investigatory rules and disciplinary matrix, and this is something that has to happen annually. So the draft will be sent to each board member for review and approval once it's completed.
Can you explain what you mean by field attorneys?
Ben?
Like we're consulting with some outside attorneys. You know.
We have some website updates, and this is something that I'm really pleased to see because it's important to clean it up for public communication. So we've made updates to the city's PAB page to make it really clean and clear about what we do. And additional changes will soon be made to the ROC PAB website. So again, this is to ensure that we have ease of access and that you can locate information easier. That was difficult for me just going through the process as I was preparing for interviews. This is one where we need to just raise the roof for whatever way that you celebrate. We anticipate that 30 reports will be available on our website by the end of August 2024. That's huge. Yeah. Claps, raise the roof. And I think all of you are aware, on July 25th, PAB leadership, staff, and board met with City Council for a work session. We discussed things like barriers with the RPD and anticipated greater transparency regarding PSS investigations. We established a procedure for assessing information related to sealed criminal cases And we're really pleased to already have another meeting set up for the end of this month. And we'll continue regular meetings with council, city council, corporation council, and their staff. And we really want to thank President Melendez and those council members who were able to attend, as well as their staff, for an engaging dialogue. And we certainly appreciated their insightful questions.
Could I ask that you send invites to the board members as well for that meeting?
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. Policy and oversight. We actually welcomed a new team member this week, Sophia Lopez Cartagena. She's a bilingual policy data analyst, and she started on August 5th. So I've had an opportunity to engage with her a few times this week. And a draft of our cost of misconduct proposal is complete, and it will be released to the public on September 3rd, with a work session scheduled with the board soon thereafter. So you will get it obviously before the public gets it, but wanted to let you know that that is soon on the horizon. Okay. Operations, we have offers been extended to the language access coordinator, and the webmaster. And so we just have to go through a few more processes and we should have that wrapped up. We also have the operations and training specialist position, and that's going under the hiring review committee with human resources. I've been working very closely with Roosevelt on an RFP for a strategic plan. RFP is a request for proposal, and this is for a 3-year strategic plan. So I'm very excited about that. Roosevelt and I also had a conversation about the RPD Citizens Police Academy. So applications will be sent to staff and board members who have not attended. It runs from October 9th through December 11th, and it's 10 meetings over that time.
What day of the week?
It's on a Wednesday. It starts at 6. Okay. And then the charter mandated trainings, we really want to make sure that we fulfill this with integrity. So operations has been collaborating with the city and human resources to make sure that we have the charter mandated and other professional development trainings covered. Upcoming training will include the Rochester City Charter Section 18 for staff, board, and city council. And additionally, by the end of the month, we're going to undergo a persons with deadly and aggressive behavior training for our next all-staff meeting. So that is the run, hide, fight concept, okay? And then a few updates for me, and then my report is concluded. I've been conducting staff listening sessions. And so just their insights, their questions, their discussions have been really insightful and invaluable, and we just had really productive dialogue. So I'm going to take all that information and do a little bit of coding and theming and get the information back to the staff, and you'll have an opportunity to see it as well. I had an introductory meeting with President Melendez and his staff just to talk about how we'll work together moving forward. So that was a great meeting. I also reached out to NACOL, to their staff, to their executive director and training director. So we have a Zoom meeting scheduled for next week. So I want to learn about fulfilling the certification, right? So I'm jumping on that. Just trainings in general and just resources that they can share with me. We have a media appearance coming up. Ben and I will be appearing on WXXI. Next week, Evan is going to interview us, talk about, again, to reinforce what we do as the PAB. We'll talk about some challenges that we face, and then our look on the horizon, and some of our visioning work.
What day is that?
That's Tuesday.
At 12 or 1? Let's make sure everybody knows.
Yes, okay. It is 13th at 12.
Put on our calendars.
All right. That's August 13th, 2024, from 12 to 1 p.m., just to reiterate.
Now, will the report be ready at that point in time on the cost of misconduct?
No, September, not to, yeah. The last thing that I want to share is that I had a chance to look at the first annual report that we did. So I've made some suggestions for modifications, edits, additions. We've been working for the past couple of weeks on creating a new annual report. Each division has one to two or more sections assigned to them. So we're working on that together as a team, and then it will be sent to the public affairs and community engagement team, because we all don't write with the same tone and voice, so we want to make sure that it sounds like the same voice. But the goal, and my expectation, is that it will be completed for us to take with us to the NAPOL conference and to share that with other folks that will be there. And that concludes my report. I think this is day 42 for me, so. But I'm loving the work, and again, thank the board for their trust and confidence in me. And we have lots of work to do, but it's good work, and I'm excited to be here, continue to be. So thank you.
Thank you. Question? Here.
I want to ask how many full positions exist at the PAB from there, and how many there are
Repeat.
there? How many full-time
Oh, full-time.
positions personnel, and how many there do we actually have now?
Okay, I can give that to you. Just ask that. We have 26. You're welcome.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Dr. Myers.
You're welcome.
On to the chair's report. Shorter than usual. Did a lot last month. I'm really happy I wasn't able to make the meeting, but I know we had a couple board members that were there, meeting with the city. I heard and saw from the minutes and notes, there was some good progress made, more that needs to be made. But I appreciate, Dr. Myers, that you're getting right in and seeing the fresh, eyes, some of the things that we've talked about at the board, and seems to be a willingness for everybody to work towards that. But still, as a board and as a community, we want to get what the charter says in regards to our access, and appreciate you doing that work. But that is our ultimate goal, and we've been very patient working with the city since our inception on that. In regards to our board itself, we do have one seat that has been open for a very long time. Happy to say that earlier today, the City Council Public Safety Committee approved our last board seat to get filled, our East Council seat. So I'll go before full City Council next week, but everybody on City Council served on the Public Safety Committee, and everybody in attendance voted for it. So I don't see any problem with that getting passed. Really, really thankful that we'll have our East board seat finally filled. And the name will be announced next week at the City Council meeting. I have an idea of who it is, but I can't get ahead of council. So we'll make sure they get once that's voted on, we'll welcome them on and get them here for our next board meeting, hopefully, if not sooner in the office. But really, really happy with you starting, Dr. Myers, and us now getting our 9th board seat filled. There were a lot of good candidates that came in, so I think we had somebody good who rose above a lot of other good candidates. Really happy about that. Also, I do, for the public, kind of a reminder, if you have community events, neighborhood events, things that you want us invited to, we're not always at the top of everybody's list to get invited, but if you want us there, we'll come. Either, or to let us know, but especially our staff who do the day-to-day work. So please, if you have any kind of gathering of more than a couple people, let us know and we'll try to get there or get you information about our work. If we can't make it in person, but I know there's a lot of things going on in our community and our staff is out there a lot. We'd like to be more helpful in helping fill, some of the volunteer time at some of those events. But for the public, please invite us. You don't just have to call with a complaint or a policy ID. You can call with an invite also, and we will definitely try to attend. That's all I have to share.
Sure.
Anybody? Old business. New business.
I'd just like to welcome Dr. Barry Small, to the, as our new executive director. Already only a few days and you're already doing a great job.
Thank you.
Here,
Appreciate it.
here.
I have to make a motion to go to executive session, discuss a personnel matter. Not anticipating any votes in executive session, but if you want to stick around online, you're able to. All in favor of executive session?
I move that we go into executive session.
Thank you. All in favor?
Wait,
We are adjourned for executive session. All right, we are out of executive session. There were no votes taken in executive session. Before we adjourn the meeting, I am going to make a motion to change the beginning of the start of our meeting time for our regular board meetings to 6 PM.
Second.
Any discussion on the matter? I will start off with saying, I think it's 6 o'clock, still free parking downtown starting at 6. But just for the work and making sure people still have time to maybe work at 9 to 5, us being able to have meetings that don't run as late, and for folks that are worried about coming in person and staying late, I think having 6 o'clock meeting time lines up with other legislative bodies and other bodies that meet after work, oftentimes around 6. And for us, we're going to try 6 o'clock time going forward. All right.
We need a vote.
Yes, all in favor of 6 o'clock?
Aye.
None? Opposition? All right, unanimous. Thank you. There are no other matters before us. Motion to adjourn? All in favor of adjourning? Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Good night.
Great, thank you.